So today we're gonna be talking about a Joint Forces OC card. I think that's what this kind of card is, and it's coming from our guy Butt Boy's friend. And I was asked to talk about this card inside my server yesterday, so we're gonna talk about it in today's video. He said talk about it inside a video, but yeah, you guys get the gist. All right, so fierce battle against the Frost Legion, Kevin Tynan, I think it's how you say that, and Oko and their leader skill, that being Universal Takeover Saga. That's a cool name for a leader skill. 4 key and 200% across the board. Or Cool Kids, Warriors Raised on Earth, Bond of Friendship, 3 key and 170% of the stats. Any additional 30% of the stats goes to Pure Saiyans, Connected Hope, or superheroes. They're 12 key, that being Striking Flash. They stack attack and get 50% defense in one turn, as well as having a 50% chance of their super attack transforming and giving them an additional 100% defense in one turn, which is very strong. And their 18 key, that being Chaotic Tesla Slash. That's a cool name for an 18 key. They greatly stack attack and get 100% defense in one turn, as well as a 50% chance of their super attack transforming, and them getting 100% attack for one turn, as well as giving a 2-turn attack and defensive buff, that being 30% attack and defense for all allies. That is very, very good. They have a very loaded 18 key super, yet very strong. It's not like loaded with bullshit like lowering defense or disabling enemy guard. There's actually good stuff in here, i.e. that being that 2-turn support. 100%. That's pretty damn good. I would say the super attack effect combinations for both the 12 and 18 key super attacks are quite good. Nothing missed there. And their passive, that being Unyielding Flame of Battle. That's a pretty cool name too. Their base effects, 5 key and 200% attack and defense baseline, as well as unrestricted 50% damage reduction, 50% chance to dodge, and 2 key per keys are obtained. So I would say all of their base effects are pretty good. They're good. 50% damage reduction, as well as a 50% chance to dodge with 2 key per keys are obtained. You cannot go wrong with that on an LR, because what is the most important thing, or maybe one of the most important things to have on an LR, is for them to get to their 18 key super. And of course, an LR having 2 key per keys are obtained is very, very good. And when attacking with 12 more key, 50% attack and defense, nice, considering the fact that not only this card is a stacker, but they also are getting a attack and defensive buff from both their 12 and 18 key super attack effects, so that is obviously a plus. And when attacking with 18 or more key, they launch an additional attack that's a 70% chance to become a super attack. Very nice. And when attacking with 24 key, 58% attack and launches a guaranteed super. So what we're seeing so far, 2+ supers, one being a chance up to a 70% chance of performing that additional super, one being a guarantee super. And those two are nice, considering, of course, again, this is a stacking card. And starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, just unrestricted guard. But that's technically, that is restricted. What am I talking about? They get guard from the 5th turn for start of battle. Yeah, that's restricted. Technically, it is, because you get it from the 5th turn. Yeah. What am I talking about, bro? Yeah. Starting from the 5th turn for start of battle, they get guard for the rest of the battle. And when receiving an attack, they survive KO attacks up to once within a turn. Nice to have in your back pocket. And when HP is 20% or less, they get guaranteed dodge just within that one turn of you being below the HP threshold. 200% attack and defense for the rest of the battle, because that's that infinity side next to it. And they also give all allies 70% defense for 2 turns, as well as additional 20% chance to dodge for themselves, as well as recovering 5% HP. Wow. And I'm going to assume this procs once within that turn too. This is pretty damn good. You factor in that this card is already a support type unit inside of their 18 key. Granted, you do get lucky because that's a 50% chance of their super attack transforming. And as you guys can see, if we just wait for the card to transform, I'm going to assume the Super Saiyan Blue part of their card is just their transformed super attack animation. I'm going to assume that. And their base, which we're going to see right now, is their regular super attack animations, right? That's cool as fuck. If that's the case, that's cool. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. When HP is at 20% or less at the end of the turn, they get 60% HP recovery. Nice. And when characters' active skill is activated, they get 20% damage reduction for the rest of the battle. Wow, okay. So I had to pause my recording because I had gotten a call that family was here. So, yeah, I had to, yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, right, guys? All right, so I think we was on to their active skill. All right, so the active skill, that being full force, unrelenting attack. Master raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy, and directs enemy attacks towards the character and guarantee dodge for 1 turn. So this is similar to the 9th year Blue Gogeta, I believe. I believe this is similar to him, where he has that team protecting mechanic, and it could be activated from the 5th turn from the start of battle, or when HP is 50% or less once only. And the link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Experienced Fighters, the Saiyan Lineage, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So a very good combination of key links, like Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed, the Saiyan Lineage. That's pretty nice. They have Experienced Fighters. I can't really comment too much on that, as well as Saiyan Warrior Race. Um, since oh wait, let me see their categories they're on. Okay, they go Super Saiyan Blue, but they're not a realm of gods. I guess that's not really a big deal. What was another thing I was gonna say? No, no Super Saiyan or Warrior Gods. I think that could replace. I guess it makes sense because they're not directly a blue card. It's like this little blue transformation. I like that there's evolution blue there, by the way. This blue transformation is only for their transform parts of their super attack. It's not really a big deal. I was gonna like comment on it, but it's not really that big of a fucking deal. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, what do we have here? We got a card that is primarily just predicated off of stacking, because you do want to get this card to 24 key, because they are not only rewarded with them having an additional super attack chance of up to a 70% chance coming super attack, but they also have a guaranteed super built into their card, so that means they have up to 2+ supers built in, also meaning that they're also being able to get up to, what's that, 4+ supers, one being their base 18 key, another being, of course, a chance, that being up to a 70% chance to come a super attack, another being a guaranteed super, and one being from the hidden potential system, so they can get up to 4+ supers from their base supers, or their base super, hidden potential system, and from their kit. They also have up to, what's that, let's say that this card is maximized, and we get everything up in this card. Let's say you have that 20% or less HP turn to proc and you're past the 5th turn from the start of battle. This card can get up to, what's that? That's 50% damage reduction, a 70% chance to dodge, as well as 50% damage reduction, a 70% chance to dodge, 2+ supers, guard, HP recovery 2. They can recover up to 65% HP. That's only after that 20% or less HP turn. Oh, that's right. They do have the additional 20% damage reduction. I completely forgot about this already. Oh, wow. Yeah, this card's pretty damn good. I think this card could hold up in today's meta. Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah. Shout out to my guy right here. Yeah, this card's pretty good. I would say so. Maybe the only thing this card is lacking is stats, because they only have 200% attack at defense right over here, 200% attack at defense right over here, grants you HP's below the HP threshold, 58% attack right over here, and 50% attack at defense right over here. But the low stats is made up for them having, what's that? They have every defensive ability to fall back on, damage reduction, guard, as well as them having their dodge, and B, them being a stacker. So them having low stats is something that can hurt them, but they have all 3 defensive abilities to fall back on, all 3 viable ones, that is. Yeah, this card's good. I would say so. Yeah. 2 keeper keys to obtain. I don't have much to say about this card. This card seems very straightforward. It's like you want to go ahead and stack, reach that 5th turn, have them proc their guard, and even inside a normal battle situation with this card, let's say you haven't used their active skill yet, let's say that you haven't got below the HP threshold, you would really only have, this wouldn't be active, but this up here would be active. They're still going to have 2+ supers, they're still going to get an attack and defensive buff from their passive to their super attack effects, and they're also going to have their guard from the 5th turn to start battle. 50% damage reduction with guard and a 50% chance to dodge. That's good. Yeah, the card's good. I would say so, and they obviously have a powerful active skill. This is literally 9th year Blue Gogeta, I believe. But that's gonna be about it for me. I think Nissan. Is it Nissan like the car? I think I say that, or Nissan. I'm pretty sure it's Nissan like the car. 101. Huge shout out to you. This is Bubba Boy's friend. Shout out to you, my guy. W card. And this card is a quite the high defensive stat. So them not having too many stats in their kit is directly supported by their 3 defensive abilities to fall back on, as well as their HP recovery. They have the guaranteed, bro. They have 2 guaranteed dodge procs. They have 1 built into their passive when you're below the HP threshold. Excuse me, as well as their active skill. Yeah, the card's good. What can I fucking say? The card's good. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Leave a like, subscribe, and that is going to be all. Peace.